Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, this is Madden Football on EA Sports.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Dak going to start out going to the air. And incomplete to open things up.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Here's Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick six, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. About 3 yards there to the 27. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Folk's kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's Prescott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down, it's Pollard. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figures that one out and made a really nice play.
Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. To throw is Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And now
this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he will take this one home. It's a touch.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. It's picked up by the Titans. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Diego. I'm with the kids like Diego. God. Yeah, all these dumps on me go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, all these shooters with me just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, got a dime piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah, they don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego. Solitaire. Earrings, they be shining, keep them blinded. Ain't met up, yeah, I can't. Since I got rich, and she say I'm just cause I took her on the island. The money keep on piling. Talk to me, yeah. Better talk nice. Right in love with the fettuccine, they both that can't talk twice. Know they pray on my downfall. Everything I do, I gotta walk like. Let them in, jacket off. Rich, so I'm off life. God. Yeah, all these dumps on me go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, all these shooters with me just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, got a dime piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah, they don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego.
Why you think we the same? We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up, you the type to pay hitters. Why you think we the same? We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up, you the type to pay hitters.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, this is the National Football League.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. On first down, they stick with Singletary. Justin Matabike there to bring him down.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. And they get 10 yards. Aaron convert on third. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Singletary. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Throwing now is Stroud. Got his man, Dell. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And this will be play number 10 on this pretty long opening drive. Here's third and goal. Stroud to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So on fourth down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Texans are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Brandon, a lot of times coaches see these situations present themselves on film. But how often do they actually call it? We just saw it here, and what an end result. A huge touchdown off of a terrific call.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Jackson running again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And that'll be caught. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him. It should open up things for you.
3rd and goal, Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll go play action here with Stroud. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 3rd down and 6. Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That tackle behind the line made by Will Anderson. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Jackson from the shotgun. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. Desmond King deep for Houston. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Stroud working out of the gun. A quick throw there is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Stroud. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Let's take it inside his own 40. Sheds off the tackle. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors that No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick, please? Thank you. All right, let's go. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. John Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag, and he'll do so here. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to. A little breathing room, maybe making a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Stroud. They'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Stroud off the play fake. He finds his target. It's Schultz. So the completion gets him just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That's caught again by Schultz. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Justin Matabike firing across the line there and planting him for a loss. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Stroud. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Pierce will try to pick it up. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start by running the option to the right. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Jackson going to run again. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. A give up the middle to Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where it shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. This is 1st and 10. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here's 1st down. On the handoff, it's Singletary. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Here's Singletary. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Texans are going to win the football game. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes.